Oh, believe me, we're not done yet. The indictment is hardly complete.
I was sitting down to connect some dots for this week's Broadside related to Russiagate when a fresh bit of news splashed all over the internet, and instantly all of the disparate ideas were maybe not organized, but at least connected. What caught my attention was one of the strangest encounters I've ever seen as a lifelong political observer. Ben Jacobs, a skinny, bearded, bespectacled reporter from The Guardian, asked Greg Gianforte, Republican candidate for Congress in a Montana special election, a question about the AHCA's CBO score. It was the kind of pedantic question most reporters wipe away tears of boredom before asking, the kind politicians are trained to pivot away from like a wushu master. Ben Jacobs asked it anyway. Then, skinny, bearded, bespectacled reporter Ben Jacobs was slammed to the ground, and his spectacles shattered, I would imagine in slow motion.
Into the CBO score, because you were waiting to make your decision about healthcare until you saw the bill and it just came out. And what you thought
we'll talk to you about that later.
Yeah, but there's not going to be time. I'm just curious if you have the
speak
right
with
now.
Shane, please.
But you don't.
Sick and tired of you guys. The last guy that came in here, you did the same thing. Get the hell out of here. Get the hell out of here. The last guy did the same thing. You were the Guardian?
Yes, and you just broke my glasses.
The last guy did the same damn thing.
You just body slammed me and broke my glasses.
I won't even speculate what was going through Gianforte's head in the moment. Maybe he has advancing dementia. I don't really care. What matters to me is what happened next. Gianforte, probably still with waves of heat rising off his cherry-red, bald scalp, summoned a political lackey to issue a statement wherein Gianforte claimed he was the one who had been assaulted by a liberal reporter. Ben Jacobs, who was on his way to the hospital for an x-ray, was the real criminal here. The ruse didn't hold up long. A team of reporters in the room, from Fox News no less, confirmed and even exceeded Ben Jacobs' account. Gianforte's defense instantly collapsed and he was charged with misdemeanor assault. I wonder what the charge would have been if it was a black man body slamming a white politician. Domestic terrorism? Attempted murder? Espionage? The judge handing down the sentence might have to account for the fact that the earth only has 6 billion good years or so left to incarcerate somebody before the sun explodes. So let's review. A reporter asks a perfectly reasonable question. The politician goes into a rage, physically manhandles the reporter, and kicks him out of the event. Then the politician lies about it. He is discredited the same day. All of this happens the night before the special election. As of this recording, the results are not in yet, but one thing is perfectly clear. Greg Gianforte is still allowed to run, and there is a good chance he will still become the representative from Montana in the United States Congress. This bothers me, as it should every American, but I know it won't. To a vast swath of this ignorant country, the Gianforte incident was like the good bits in a cowboy movie, a real triumph. Finally, an arrogant little shit from the liberal media got what was coming to him. He was probably going to report more liberal lies anyway, so he deserved it, actually, if we stop to think about it. That's right. Hit him. Kick him while he's down, too. Get him.
Get him out of here. Get him out. Come on, security, move faster. Get out of here. Get out of here. Get him out. Get him out, troublemaker. Get him out of here. Get him the hell out of here. Get him out of here. Take him out. Get him out of here. Get out of here. Get out. Out. Get out of here. Get out of here. Get out of here. Go home to mommy.
You probably thought I'd forgotten about Trump for once in all this. No such luck. In fact, the Gianforte incident brought back into crystal focus one of the most dangerous problems facing our country. The open attack not only on press freedom, but on the concept of a free press. Gianforte, whatever his momentary reasoning or impulse was for assaulting a reporter, is really just a manifestation of a much deeper, darker sentiment that currently infects our body politic, courtesy of the right-wing media. Recently, Roger Ailes passed away, and while I can't recall exactly who first made this argument, the idea is worth sharing all the same. What Roger Ailes did with his arch-conservative Fox News platform was loud, but it was also very subtle, and all the more insidious and damaging because of it. Traditionally, the duty of the press was to get at the truth of an issue by reporting the facts. Politics and personal preferences be damned. What Ailes did was change the conversation. It went from a conversation about facts and the common truth we can infer from them to a conversation that quickly became their Orwellian slogan, fair and balanced. That is, the duty of his media outlet was to provide a conservative counterweight, a balance to what they deemed the liberal media. This is, in a word, the reason you can have 99% of climate scientists or biologists or geologists or physicists on the one side of an issue, but if you turn on a cable network today, you are likely to see a, quote, balanced panel where science denialists are shown in the same size box as actual experts. It's why if you pass through Rush Limbaugh country and you mention the drive-by liberal media, you will find legions of ditto heads nodding their assent. It's why the president can prattle on about fake news while heaping praise on fucking Fox and Friends, or suggest new libel laws to crack down on what he alone considers unfair reporting, and not be detectable as an idiot by approximately 40% of the country. It's why Greg Gianforte assaulted a reporter but thought to include the unverified claim that he was a liberal reporter in his false statement to the press, because he calculated it would win supporters to his side. Because it probably would. Because we're in two categories, right and left. And the right and left don't need to listen to the facts of who assaulted whom. We need to find balance, even if it means entering a world of alternative facts. There is another place in the world which operates, knowingly, intentionally, strategically, with similar feats of misdirection and doublethink. It's run by a man deeply admired by the so-called president. In this magic kingdom there are many parties, and the parties provide a mask of balance to the people, an illusion of democracy, but none of them have any real power or sway. Here journalists are regularly threatened by leaders when they don't like the questions being asked. Sometimes they're assaulted, or brought up on false charges and put in a cage in front of a kangaroo court. They're jailed for years, hell, decades, or sent somewhere far, far away. And if that doesn't work, you can always kill them. What are they going to do about it? Send another reporter? The place I'm talking about, of course, is the Russian Federation, and the man who controls it, Vladimir Putin. That's the same Putin that ordered a sophisticated hacking operation to steal information from American citizens and use it to turn the political tide of our election. The same Putin who made it his first order of business to crush press freedoms in his own country and moderate the range of political views from the Kremlin directly. The same Putin who Trump openly admires has called a, quote, great leader and is being investigated by the FBI for potentially colluding with. You literally cannot get Trump to say a bad word about the guy because he admires this gangster and gangsters like him, as he has his whole life. Donald Trump and many of his supporters, we're finding out, secretly, although some openly, wish for a world like Putin's, where strong men can put whoever they deem the liberal media to be in their place, and those supporters remain permanently unconcerned that their own freedoms might at all be imperiled by this path we seem to be taking our first tentative steps down. As of this recording, we do not know who will win the special election in Montana. What we do know is that regardless, we in America have a very special defense for the media, and for the moment, it is holding. Amendment 1. Congress shall make no law respecting an establishment of religion, or prohibiting the free exercise thereof, or abridging the freedom of speech, or of the press, or the right of the people peaceably to assemble, and to petition the government for a redress of grievances. What we can't do is assume that the Constitution will protect us on its own forever. It needs our active protection in a living democracy. Constant vigilance, as a beloved J.K. Rowling character once said. As we go along in this nightmare of a presidency, remember how important the freedom of the press really, truly is. What desperately poor shape we would be in with these ongoing scandals without it, and why Trump and his band of right-wing fanatics are so eager to balance it. Without a press that can stick a microphone in a power seeker's face and ask honest questions without fear, our liberty as a people is in danger from those who despise the truth and their followers who can't tell the fucking difference. We have to resist.